Hey guys, so today I have a different video for you guys. Today we will be learning how to create a volume fan using my handmade lash trays. The main things that I will be using in this video is a foam pad to place the lashes on, obviously the handmade lash volume tray, and then some glue, and then my two tweezers. If you guys are wondering about the brands I use, this glue is from, I think, Jane and Beauty, but the name should be on there. Retention, 10 out of 10. The glue dry time is only a second, I think. So first we're just going to start with shaking the glue with my glue shaker. Guys, this is literally a must for best retention after you want to make sure that you are burping the bottle, just to make sure all the air bubbles and stuff are out. The lash tray and tweezers that I will be using today are from the Tay Effect. I would say her trays are pretty good. One of my top three trays. They're very easy to fan, good quality, creates that nice, soft, dark, fluffy look. And the tweezers are not fiber tip, but they definitely still have that amazing grip. All of her products are very good quality. Highly recommend if you guys were interested in shopping with her. Please do not mind the top of my glue. Me and her have literally been through it all. Also, I forgot to mention, you want to make sure that you do have a glue ring with the slits in it. Mine is a heart-shaped one. The slits are key to getting that nice, tight, snatched base. Okay, so the first step, you want to make sure that you do know your sweet spot on your tweezer. The sweet spot is where you're grabbing the lashes, basically. So you don't want to go too far into the tweezer. You want to be able to grab the lashes at the tightest point. You also want to line up the tweezer with the top of the lash tray. So you see where that pink is, where it starts, that's where I would line it, right at the top. And that's how you get it really tight. You want to make sure that the pull is literally perfect. After that, you want to just make sure you're using the tips of your finger to pinch. You don't want to go too far into your finger. You want to just use the tips. And I'm going to do it again so you guys can see. Okay, so you guys are about to watch me. Pay attention to when I'm grabbing the lash, not too far in the tweezer, just the beginning, and I'm pulling right from the top of the strip. That's how you get the perfect pull. After that, I'll be using the tips of my finger just to slightly pinch. Now, when I slightly pinch, I hold my tweezers open just a little bit, not all the way, but you loosen them up a little bit. It's one or the other. When you do loosen the tweezer, that causes the fan to be more wider. So while you are slightly loosening them, you want to make sure that you still have a tight grip while you're pinching it. If you guys were wondering, the main difference between Easy Fan lashes versus handmade lashes, I am using handmade, but Easy Fan lashes already have a pre-glued base. So you guys could see I'm forming the base. But with Easy Fan lashes, the base is already pre-glued. So when you're trying to fan it, it's harder to work with because it's like, look at it as you're basically working over somebody else's work. Now, handmade lashes, I would say you 100% have more control of the outcome of the fan. Easy Fan lashes are definitely way harder to work with. That's what I got taught with originally, and that's what I started with. But then when I figured out what handmade lashes were, I literally never went back. So the most important thing is that you do have good quality lash trays and good quality tweezers. Those are the main things. Also, do not forget the glue ring with the slits, because I promise that will help you tremendously. I also want you guys to pay attention to how I'm holding my tweezers. I'm holding them closer to the bottom because that is the tightest point. If you hold them too far up, it's gonna just be loose. So you want to make sure you're holding it at the tightest point. That's how you really get that pull. Even when I teach classes, I feel like my students do struggle the most with pulling the lash rather than actually creating the fan. Pulling the lash sometimes is the hard part because you have to pull them in a way where they're tight together. Being that they're not easy fans with a pre-glue base, when you pull them, they're not already stuck together. That's why you want to just make sure you have that tight grip. Right now, I'm going to show you a few different tweezers that I do use. Each of them I do use to create fans. Each one of them kind of gives me different fans. The gold ones, for a fact, gives me more of a wider fan. But I would tell you guys to just test out different tweezers to see which ones work the best for you. Because some of my tweezers don't work with certain trays, vice versa. So I would say definitely test. It's kind of like a trial and error type of thing, just to see which works best for you. Okay, right here, I'm going to do it a little bit more up close for you guys. As you guys can see, I'm pulling right from the top, found my sweet spot. Here we go, nice and tight, using the tips of my finger to pinch the lash while also loosening up the tweezers. I only loosen them up once. I loosen it just to widen it and then continue to pinch and still have that tight grip at the same time. Can we please just take a moment to appreciate how thin the bases are? You want to make sure that your base is super thin because this will be placed on a natural lash, so you do not want it to be heavy. Thin bases is one of the most important parts of creating a volume fan. That's how you get that perfect fan, and that's what the pinching method is for, to get that snatched base. When the base is too thick, it causes irritation for the client, the lashes to be more heavy, and overall just uncomfortability. So this is one of my clients today. She wanted a light volume set, nothing too full or nothing too heavy. So we're definitely gonna make thinner fans. But now I just want you guys to pay attention to the placement, how I do place the lash. Sometimes I place it underneath and sometimes I'll do it on the top. But most of the time, 9 times out of 10, depending on their natural lashes, I would do underneath because it is easier. If you guys want more in-depth videos on placement, on the taping method and stuff like that, just let me know down in the comments below. A little quick tip that you guys are going to see me do throughout the rest of the video. I use my pinky to help me isolate. You want to just make sure that your hands are sanitized and clean, but using your pinky, it's literally just like using an extra tweezer. It's an extra source of support in a way and really helps you get that one lash by itself. I also try my hardest not to use iPads anymore. Those would be like my last resource. I love using microfiber tape on their bottom lashes and on the top for my taping methods. It's just so much better. It doesn't hurt them or anything. It's for sensitive skin. And I just fell in love with it. You can get it right from like your local Walgreens, Target, even order it in bulk off Amazon, etc. And also, definitely make sure you guys are checking through for stickies throughout the set to make sure no lashes are stuck together. It's better to do it while you are doing the set instead of waiting for the end when the glue is already dried. So enough of me talking. I'm just gonna let you guys watch me work. Make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel, have your post notifications turned on so you do not miss a post, and definitely let me know in the comments what other lash videos you guys do want to see. This is my first kind of how-to video that I've done on my channel, so just bear with me. It's only gonna get better from here. If you guys want to know, I have been lashing for about 3 years and I absolutely love it. I love making other women just feel confident and let them know that lashes don't make you beautiful. It just enhances the natural beauty that you already have. And stay tuned for my ebook that I will be dropping this week on how to gain and manage clientele. I'm going to have all my gems, things people do not tell you in the lash industry. And I just don't want to say too much, but I'm very, very, very excited. So definitely stay tuned for that, okay?